Welcome to the AstroDog test bench. What we're doing today, we're going to be fitting some rings onto a scope. So what is all this about? What happens? Well, when you order your rings, they're going to arrive as two rings like this and a Kson plate. And what you do is you pretty much set them up. They have got some fittings here. They will go here, and then you use your two screws, screw them in both ends, and then you'll have a set of rings ready to put onto your scope. So how will you know what size rings you need? Well, what we're going to do, we're just going to have a look. We've got a pair of calipers here. Let's use those. This is a TAL-M that we're just going to fit today. What we'll do is we'll pull it out and we'll just measure the width of the tube. So I'll do that from the back here. We'll have a look. So I can see that that's 105 millimeters. That is the diameter from here over to the other side. So I'm going to need to fit those. So these are the Kson 102 millimeter rings, I believe. Now you might go, well, this is 105. How come this is 102? Well, the truth is that the 102 millimeter rings, they will fit quite comfortably, probably anything from 100 mils up to about maybe 110. The reason for that will become quite apparent in a moment. Once you've assembled it, don't forget to fit the felt. The felt prevents damage to the scope. It also adds an extra, probably an extra millimeter just around for the scope width. So it does help a little bit with the fitting. For the purposes of fitting, I'm just going to put this here like this. We're going to now pop these around so that we're going to be able to see what's going on. And there we are. Now the Kson rings are very interesting. They actually have a flat patch up here that is not screwed. You'll find out why that's practical later on, but it just allows a lot of versatility. One thing we do recommend before fitting them, just pop on a little bit of grease onto these things. It just makes everything go so much more smoothly. Just grab it, and once it's got its grip, start pulling it in. And when we get through to the end, you'll see something interesting happen. So there we are, they just clicked. Now you actually have a chance to tighten it a little bit further. Don't over tighten, it's not necessary, just slightly finger tight is more than enough. And then do the same on the other ring. So we know now that that fits quite nicely. And although we're using 100 millimeter rings here, honestly, that will work with pretty much any of the other rings that we have on sale. So you can see, so there we go, we can see that that fits quite nicely. That's quite snug and secure. You were to pop that on a Kson, it will be just fine. So now we can just loosen it up again. We can lift those rings up to a position where we're going to need it for balancing, and away we go. So I hope that sort of helped you understand a little better. So similarly, the 60 millimeter rings, I think they're 63 millimeter, I think we call them. They will fit anything from a 60, probably up to a 65, maybe a little bit more. The 82 mil rings or whatever we've got there, they will usually fit 80 to about 85. So you can adjust the tightness if it's just not quite right. But do check the diameter of the rings, and then you will know that you're getting exactly the correct set. So I hope that's been helpful. Thank you.